If Allah is all-merciful, if He is all-powerful, then why do innocent people suffer? Why do children die in war zones? Mothers cry in hospital corridors, and people live lifetimes carrying invisible pain. This is not just a question. It's the question that shakes the soul. Even believers find themselves whispering this doubt when alone. If Allah loves me, then why does it hurt? But what if the pain itself was the answer? What if suffering wasn't the absence of God's mercy, but the very evidence of His divine plan? Let's explore this together, through the lens of the Qur'an, the nature of reality, and the soul's journey back to its origin. In the modern world, we've been sold a lie. That happiness is our birthright, that comfort is success, that pain means failure. But the Qur'an never promised a life without trials. It promised that this life is the trial. Do the people think they will be left to say, "We believe," and they will not be tested? Surah Al-Ankabut, Surah 29, verse 2. From the very first breath, this world begins testing you. And the test isn't always about punishment. Sometimes, the test is love in disguise. Allah does not need to know who you are. He already knows, but you don't. And suffering reveals you to you. We will surely test you with something of fear, hunger, loss of wealth, lives, and fruits. But give glad tidings to the patient. Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, verse 155. Why test through pain? Because comfort hides your real self, but pain strips the ego. It crushes the illusion of control. Pain whispers to your soul, you are not in charge. You never were. We see a moment. Allah sees eternity. You may dislike something while it is good for you, and you may love something while it is bad for you. Allah knows, and you do not. Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, verse 216. Imagine a child at the dentist, screaming at the needle. To the child, it's cruelty. To the mother, it's mercy in action. Now magnify that gap, infinitely. That's the gap between divine wisdom and human emotion. Your suffering may be saving your soul from a greater loss, or preparing you for a future you can't imagine. If suffering was a sign of being abandoned, then why did the prophets suffer the most? Prophet Noah, was mocked for 950 years. Prophet Joseph, was thrown into a well by his own brothers. Prophet Moses, fled as a fugitive. Prophet Isa, Jesus, was rejected. And Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, buried his children with his own hands. Indeed, we sent messengers before you, and we afflicted them with suffering and hardship that they might humble themselves. Surah Al-An'am, Surah 6, verse 42. The prophets didn't suffer because they were weak. They suffered because they were strong enough to carry the message of hope through the storm. A goldsmith doesn't punish gold. He places it in fire to purify it. Likewise, when Allah puts you through hardship, He's not breaking you. He's beautifying you from the inside out. In fire, the impurities rise and are removed. And in suffering, the arrogance, the heedlessness, the ego rise so they can be burned away. Allah is not unaware of your pain. He sees it. He hears every silent cry, and He knows what needs to be transformed in you. Indeed, Allah purifies whom He wills, and Allah is hearing and knowing. Surah An-Nur, Surah 24:21. So don't mistake the fire for punishment. It is divine care in disguise, because pain doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're being chosen to be purified, to become lighter, brighter, closer, to become someone worthy of the paradise that begins with purification. But what about war, rape, genocide? What about man-made suffering? Here's the hard truth. Allah gave human beings free will, even the will to do evil. Corruption has appeared on land and sea because of what people's hands have earned. Surah Ar-Rum, Surah 30, verse 41. Much of the world's pain is not Allah's decree. It's humanity's failure to follow His guidance. Allah doesn't cause the cruelty. He allows the choice, so that justice in the next life becomes meaningful. If there was no evil, there would be no judgment. Allah records every tear, every injustice, every buried heartbreak. Surely with hardship comes ease. Surah Ash-Shar, Surah 94, verse 6. Pain may last years, but mercy lasts forever. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "On the day of judgment, those who suffered the most in this life will wish their pain was multiplied when they see the reward." That's not fantasy. That's divine justice waiting to unfold. You are not forgotten, you are not unloved, and your suffering is not meaningless. It's a rope, pulling you closer to the one who never lets go. So when the doubt comes, when the atheist within whispers, "If God is real, why are you broken?" respond with the words of Allah. Indeed, with every hardship, there is ease. Surah Ash-Shar, Surah 94, verse 6. Hold on. Your pain has a purpose, and your soul has a destination. Because in Islam, suffering is not the absence of God. It's the sign that He's calling you back.